Hello, everyone. Welcome back. A happy new year to everybody. Happy 2022. It's really, really good to be back. And I've had to take a bit of time to start over again this year, only because I want to take the channel to um okay, I think what I'm trying to say is this year I really want to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, okay, let me explain. Initially, when I started this channel, I started to talk about narcissism, and I started to talk about all sorts of things, psychology, spirituality, and to be honest, I wanted it to be more acceptable to people, especially, because I post on Instagram as well, and you all know what Instagram is like, right? So Instagram is fancy, it's for the pictures, but the truth is, and so I wanted it to be a bit more acceptable. So I think I watered it down a lot, and somebody said something like, basically, I don't even understand why I'm on Instagram, right? Because I've learned a lot from YouTube, and the truth is, I mean, every social media channel has what they're good for. I think what I talk about is mostly is for YouTube, to be honest. Do you understand? So I've taken myself off Instagram. I'm just going to focus on YouTube, and somebody said something, and I think that helped me to realize what I was really supposed to be doing. As a young lady, I listened to her on YouTube as well. She's like an intuitive she gives intuitive messages, and she's really amazing. I would mention her name, but I don't want to right now, and I'll explain why in a minute. But let me get to what she said. First of all, she said something about, and that day I was just listening to her channel, and she said something about, um well, like, who you are, you're not doing what you're really called to do. You're more concerned about looking pretty, or looking or the whole thing being perfect. And instantly I knew that was me. Like, seriously, if it wouldn't seem like chasing cloud, like, I would mention her name because she's absolutely absolutely fantastic. I think she's amazing. Do you understand? But you'll get to a point when I'll mention her name. But I just really want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for that, because that was a trigger, and that taught me that I didn't start this channel for beauty or for fashion or getting the right location. I have a story. I have been through a journey, and I wanted to share that with people that might be going through stuff like that, and how, and you never know, you can hear somebody else's story and that would help you. For instance, I have learned a lot from YouTube. I have heard other people's stories. I have learned so much. I have grown so much from the people I listen to on YouTube. Like I said, I don't want to mention names now, and let me go into why I don't want to mention names, because I watered down my channel. Because when I started, I mean, I started to talk about, like I said, I started to talk about narcissism and all sorts of things, spirituality, and I noticed that, literally, I'm not even kidding, like, somebody or people or a group or whatever it is would sit behind their laptops or their phones or whatever it is, and reenact everything I talk about, if that makes sense. So basically, there's somebody or people sitting behind their phone, acting out everything I talk about. So I talk about narcissism, then they go out, recruit actors or narcissists like themselves, and come back into my life to make it a reality. It was strange, and initially I was getting very upset. Then I realized, if people are grown ass people are going out of their way to do things like this, to actually listen to all my messages and act it out as a movie, I must be onto something. So everything was a trigger. Do you understand? So I stopped being upset, because really and truly, grown ass people acting, go out, look for actors, look for people with some sort of synchronicity to my situation, so that I would think God brought them into my life, and act it out. Wow. So, I mean, initially I was like, okay, game on. But then again, you don't play with narcissists. I mean, whoever can take that time to do that is a true blood narcissist. Only a true blood narcissist can actually do something like that. Or maybe not one, maybe not two, maybe one person, maybe 10 people. It doesn't really matter. But trust me, these people are true bloods, because only a narcissist would literally sit down all day, every way, or every week, listen to my messages, go out, look for people that, you know, look for grown ass people that they can recruit, maybe pay them or whatever, because I don't know anybody that would do stuff like that for free. Pay them, ask them to come into my life and come and act out everything I talk about. Seriously. Okay. Yeah, that happened to me. Anyway, so then I thought to myself, I must be onto something, obviously, if people would go out of their way to do stuff like that. So rather than water it down, like the young lady said, I haven't been doing what I was called to do, and I've been so worried about people judging me and all sorts, and I wasn't being myself. So here's my channel. I'm going to go back to my original messages. It's how to educate people on narcissism, and also I plan to start giving intuitive messages. Yes, I do. I'll be using dates and music, and okay, anyway, when we get to that bridge we'll cross it. But this is new for me, so please bear with me. Like I said, I'm going to be giving intuitive messages. Now I have my studio. Before, I used to look for the perfect location, the perfect this, and by the time I do all that, then I realize that the message has been watered down so much. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm not going to be doing planned out messages. When I turn on my camera, whatever comes, I talk about it, and I'm just going to do it like that. If anybody listens, they listen. If this message, if my messages find somebody, it means it's the right time for them to hear it, or is something they're going through, or something, or somebody they're connected to. So like I said, I have learned a lot on YouTube, and like, I can't mention names, but I am so grateful to the community that I listen to, and they have been absolutely amazing without even knowing who I am. But also to the young lady, one day I do hope I'll be able to give you credit for this, for the trigger, a good trigger. So I do hope I'll be able to give you credit for this one day. I really do hope. You're absolutely fantastic, very, 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 very intuitive, very talented, and for some reason I just feel like you tell my story effortlessly without knowing who I am. So that's great, and I thank you for bringing me back to what I'm actually supposed to be doing. I was so worried I was doing it to make people happy, not to make people happy, but I wanted to be acceptable to people. But it is not. If it's not acceptable to people, to certain people, is because it's not meant for them. So the people that my videos are meant for, you will find them at the right time. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to post it and leave it to the universe to do its work. So I am back, and I mean, I had a message all planned out for today, but obviously change of plans. So I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm sitting on my bed, and I don't have to edit and look for locations, and this is comfortable enough for me as well to do my messages. So I do love you all. I wish you a fantastic 2022. It's been a journey, and I'm ready. I think I'm finally ready to share it all. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful year, and love you all. Namaste. Peace.